Okay guys, now we're getting to the fun stuff. So we're going to teach heel using our mat. We want to get a small mat that fits the dog's body so that when they're sitting down, they've got nice crisp boundaries instead of a too large of a mat like we had before. So we're going to start just by magnetizing the puppy to the mat. And it's okay if they're sloppy at first. We're just getting them used to the new mat. And then we'll shape the precision. He's already understanding the precision. So that makes me know that if he comes back sideways, I can just withhold his treat until he gets more precise. So there you see he's going to be sideways. Just going to wait till he figures it out. And there he goes. Toss the treats into different directions so that they have to come back on from different angles. The more variations you have, the more excited they get for coming back onto the mat. So we're going to start this off by moving ourselves instead of the dog. The mat is going to act like an anchor so that we can move, and the dog will learn to stay steady on the mat no matter where we are. So I'm just going to gradually move my body around to where we're in heel position and have him practice getting on with my body in a different place. So yeah, I'm going to start by kneeling so that my hand is at his face level. We're just going to build value for him being in that position. Have him practice getting back on the mat in heel position. I'm just going to classically condition him for that position. This goes so fast, you guys. It's pretty awesome. So he's going to be a little more crooked with me standing, but I'm going to use my hand. As I reward him, I'm going to push his face away from my leg and his rear end will come into my leg to help him get a little more straight. And the mat's going to eventually help him get into the right position. Once you get that, start throwing the treats in different directions so he can practice coming onto the mat from different directions. Can you see how he's getting used to coming into heel position?
Good, Reg.
So I'm just going to wait there, let him figure out his body position. Now Susan Garrett calls this the reinforcement zone because this is the spot where the dog should get lots of reinforcement. Okay, we're taking it to the next level. We're going to try to get some steadiness while we toss treats, similar to what we did with the crate. So I'm feeding him with one hand while I toss treats with the other hand. That way I'm keeping him a little distracted while I throw the distraction, And then I just release him to go eat the treats from the carpet. Now I'll try the same thing standing up. Feed him with one hand, toss treats with the other. He's doing so well with that, and now I'm going to delay. Toss the treat on the carpet, then give him a treat to his face. He did well with that too, so I released him to eat the treats from the carpet. So that was a subtle distinction there, but he was doing well, so I decided to up it a notch and toss the treats on the carpet, then reward him for being steady for that. Hopefully that's clear. Then you can release him to eat the treats. See how I'm occasionally still helping him to get precise on the mat. So I just wanted to show you this clip too, because it's important also to practice reward zone without the mat. And all I'm doing here is calling him to me and then rewarding him on my left side. I'm not expecting a whole lot from him. Definitely not expecting him to whip into precise heel position. But I do want to reward him for being in heel position without the mat. So we're just kind of practicing. And he's going to dive in the crate because he loves to go in there. He gets rewarded for that. I should have had the crate door closed. So all I'm doing here is calling him to me. And when he gets to my side, I give him a reward. Cue him to sit and then give him some rewards. So this is just reinforcing him for being on my left side. And this will come in handy later when we fade away the mat. Okay, notice the steady sit I have here. And so I'm going to call him to me and then cue him to sit right as he gets to me. Steady sit, I walk, cue him to sit. Reinforcement zone. Build value for that position as much as you can. It's just classical conditioning. Treats for that position. He's already getting it. He's so quick. And that's what happens when you build value really well. So I'm just helping him. He's not, super on top of it or super precise. We don't have the mat out with us. I'm simply kind of manipulating him into position with my cues and then rewarding him for it. Just to build that classical conditioning. Dropping treats in front of his face. Oh, and there he goes. Heel. Good. So that was a big mistake, but it's really no big deal. There was nothing I could do at the moment, so I didn't worry about it. When it happened a second time, I dove in and just picked him up and restrained him a bit till he sat. Then once he sat, I gave him a release word. You can see he's especially full of it this morning. Good. But see how great he's coming onto the mat. Super smooth. That comes from lots of practice. Just, 5 minutes, a couple times a day. Notice my finesse where I'm kind of feeding him at the same time as dropping a handful of treats. That's a good experience for him that we can build on. And since he's so great at coming on to the mat, I've started adding my cue heel as he comes on.